What's poppin', what's goody? You're listening to By Any Means with your boy Zico Dan alongside my co-host Jumoke, CC Poetry, aka CC, and as I call her, Richie.
Let's just be the devil's advocate and be like, okay, it's all her kind of situation, and it's more, what's your take on him being abused by her?
A lot of the times, go on, Richie. Actually, you answer it.
Do you know what? I'll say the same thing, but I personally think, to be honest, they're both just as bad as each other. Mm-hmm. They need to separate and just go their separate ways and work on themselves as an individual. Yeah,
there's a lot of healing that needs to go on.
Yep.
Definitely. My man's clearly still trying to find his worth himself, because one track every now and then just to keep your fame as an artist isn't cutting it, bro. Like, we see the pattern now. You know what I mean? Now I work any longer, bro. And you're clinging on to my girl as
you might want to get a new manager, man, because... Get a new manager. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it's a new manager, because real talk. What's your manager telling you? It's what you're saying.
But at the same time, why does it look like they're so dependent on each other? Or some things. Somebody is dependent on somebody because they won't let go of it. And regardless if them look unhappy one day, proper miserable, they just won't let go of the relationship. And people saying is like, she have secret for him. Like, what she know about him? Why him can't cut loose from her? Cause sometimes he look fully miserable from her, bro. But I don't. Now I've listened to her side of things as well. I don't really see it the same. So in a way, it's crazy because on one side he looks like he can't wait to cut from her, but then again she is obsessed with him. So I don't know, man. She's fully obsessed with him.
It's not a good thing, by the way.
Fully obsessed with him. I ain't seen a relationship like that in ages. Yeah, when I was young, I used to love gal to be that way, because then you know that they did really like you, and nobody could come in between nothing. Like, there's no chance a next break could try. There's no way a next guy would have a chance.
That's bad. Because when you do break up with the girl, then what?
Well, I mean,
you're stuck.
Everybody, you see, you're always thinking about the worst. Yeah, and
you have to think about the worst. Because that's the issue. These things they don't think about the worst.
With the worst.
No. I'm not saying start with the worst. Like, think about what you're saying. You want a woman that's on you that would never want to leave you. So when you want to leave her, then what the flip's gonna happen then?
But this is what I'm saying. Why is we always got to think about?
You're gonna leave her. Trust.
There is no leaving. You're gonna leave her. Nobody trying to go there with thoughts. We ain't trying to think
you ain't
about
still
that.
with them people from before, so you're gonna leave her, innit? Come on now.
No one's gonna leave. So if you're already thinking from the beginning before it's even happened,
that's not what I'm saying.
That's not what I'm saying. That your mind's already thinking about it.
I'm not saying that though, but
so you're messing up all the blessings of what could happen.
Domestic violence. Come on, man. Let's not do that.
No, not in domestic violence. Nah, bro.
No, but what I'm saying is that is not gonna last. It's just it doesn't work. You can see. Like, history has shown that
it shouldn't last, but it is lasting in front of us.
What is lasting?
Well, I mean, they're together. It might not be great.
Like, I don't see them being together in 5 years' time. Like,
at some point, one of them will break.
So,
there's only so much a person can take.
Someone's gonna die.
You can keep pushing.
Let's not put that.
I'm not saying that. But
of course,
yeah. Like, it could be like a mental breakdown, or something could happen.
Drugs. That too. Not for real though. Because
you hear about things spiraling out of control. And so you might think that something's working for you now, but then gradually, it's going to pile up and pile up and pile up, and then it's going to affect her. It's going to affect them both mentally.
I don't think she can see it. I really don't think she can see it.
The thing is, we've seen it
because maybe
transition
she controls
from in the house.
Maybe she has the upper hand.
We've seen it from the house to now to this whole thing where recently being apparently drunk. And want to jump out the car.
Maybe she's wearing the shows. Maybe she run things and we don't even know.
To them man up and
maybe she runs the show and thing. A while go on.
I highly doubt it. She ain't got another guy, so you know what I'm saying. If she ran things, she would have more than one guy. He's got more than one girl, so he runs things.
Alright, yeah, but
and as you said, he ain't putting no tattoos on himself. Because if she ran things, he would have some tattoos.
How did that even happen?
What?
The old next baby mother thing. While he was with her.
What do you mean next baby mother? He's got one.
Was he with her before she?
Yeah. He's been going back and forth from teenage years or whatever. Apparently so. Anyway, good luck to you guys in it.
So
we wish you all the best. Wish you all the best. Don't bring any kids and more kids involved in this.
Yeah, I don't know about his kids
nonsense,
and all that.
please.
But
Don't bring that.
I didn't dive that deep in their life, but I was just trying to research about the two of them and what's going on. Was it transpiring, Jamaica, between them? Yeah, what's transpiring? So,
Serena, do you have any type of poetry that's kind of like around domestic violence or abuse or anything like that? Or it doesn't actually have to be around that, but anything that can intrigue us today.
I've got one thing. It's about, when people are blaming you for something, and then you start off at from down there, but then you're bettering yourself, moving onwards and upwards.
When people are blaming you for something.
Yeah. When people want to put things onto you, put things out in the universe, and
so be negative towards you, yeah?
Basically, yeah.
Sound like they need a change of perspective.
Bit like what we was talking about, people portraying themselves in a certain light.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 words. It's not my fault. It's not my fault that he chose me, supporting my dreams and shares my poetry. It's not my fault that he's still around, my protector, my guardian, and appreciates my crown. It's not my fault I'm trying to progress, moving onwards and upwards, ignoring unnecessary stress. It's not my fault people love my energy, so quiet yet deadly, timid yet explosive, humble yet ordinary, such a polite personality. It's not my fault, that's just me. People see your faults and hold it against you. No matter how much you try to change their mind, there is nothing you can do. It's a mathematical problem that only they can solve, so don't attempt to work out the sum, as the answer remains unknown. They've contracted an image of you, which is buried 6 foot in their soul, keeping you there as their own prisoner, refusing to let go. They've written you off, they've eaten their words, not saying out loud, but wishing you the worst. Keep smiling, stay happy, and keep doing you. Ignore what others think of you, that's all that you can do. You finally know your value, you understand your worth. So if you hear something that you don't like, just turn to them and smirk. Please don't take offence or take it as an insult. I only have 4 words for you, my friend. It's not my fault.
What?
And we have some clicky fingers.
Thinking of the game, I don't know where I go. Because I'm not doing no clicky fingers in there.
Why can't you click your fingers?
Nah, bro.
Click with me, man. I know you was going to click my fingers. I know you were doing them dark. Yeah. Click your fingers. That's good, man. I like.
That was shot.
We want your thoughts on the poem.
I got 4 words for you, my friend. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
I've got some words for you, my friend.
It's your problem.
It definitely is your fault.
The problem is, it lies with you. Yeah, so if you've got an issue, mate, sort it out with yourself.
Yeah.
Same what nothing to do with me.
Mad people.
If you want to hear more of my poetry, you can visit me on ccpoetry_writing content.
If you want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram handle is the one and only _Jamaica1. If you want to follow the one at the end, his Instagram handle is...
You know where to find me, blood.
Official one done _1
If you want to find him, that's...
They know where to find me at. Exactly. Richie done told him. Official one done _1
family.
One family.
Something like that, yes.
You know the vibe. Come on, man. Thank you guys for tuning in today with us for another episode of By Any Means.
Yes, thank you.
Always
Share,
chopping it up.
Like, comment. Yeah. We'll get back to your comments.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit slow, but we'll get there. You
can visit us on byanymeans_theofficialpodcast on Instagram, or By Any Means with the number 6 on TikTok, or just plain By Any Means on Facebook.
Yeah.
Come check us out, man. And yo, send it to your granny, your auntie, the puss, the cat, the dog, the rat, and the cockroach that live behind your cooker. Yeah. You know a vibe.
We're out.
Trust me.
What's goody, what's poppin'? This has been By Any Means. You've been listening with Zico Dan, Jumoke, CC Poetry, aka CC, and as I call her, Richie. We out.
We out, people.